Hey, welcome back. Woodstock guitar guy, and as usual, hey, we're having a lot of fun here with guitars, and it's all about, just keeping the ball rolling and moving along into something new and different. And what I moved into this week was pickups, and I did a project for a customer, a fellow, and we put these tone hatch bell cow humbuckers, blues. Bell cow blues is the name of these things, into his guitar. And it was, I don't know, an Epiphone or something like that. I was really impressed with the sound of those pickups and the responsiveness. When you're a player, you know what I'm talking about. You get to this point with the pickups where you want a certain kind of, response when you hit the string. And not all pickups have it. I mean, that's the kind of interesting thing about it. Some of them are like right on, and some of them are a little delayed, and the whole thing is it's a spin the dial and see what happens kind of situation. So anyway, I bought my own set of Bell Cow Blues by Tone Hatch and put them in this Ert. This is an Ert. It's I think they still make these beautiful, inexpensive guitars made of mahogany. This is all mahogany. I guess it's got the roasted maple neck, rosewood fretboard, and it's got the contoured neck. So it starts out at 9.5, and it ends up at like 11 or something up here, 12, maybe 14. I don't know. I enjoy it. I really enjoy this guitar a lot. It's very light, and the necks are beautiful. They really are great on these guitars. I still have the original tuners on here, although those are about to be swapped out. But what they really lacked to my taste and my ear was that the pickups were kind of meh, not really that great. And so I wanted something to put these Bell Cow Blues humbuckers into, and I was looking around and I spotted this back there somewhere and said, oh, let's put them in that. So I did. And to top it off, I changed the wiring harness, and I bought a harness from a company called Kelling Sound. And Kelling Sound is based in Georgia, and the harnesses are all handmade to order, which is really cool because I wanted a particular thing to really show off these pickups, and I'm going to go through it with you here in a minute. But the guy has a great pitch. His father played in a band that toured with the Allman Brothers, and open for all these famous people, and great story. And now the son is making pickups. I'm sorry, wiring harnesses, and it was fabulous, and the price was very reasonable. I bought it through his eBay store, and took a couple of weeks, but that's fine. Handmade is like, it takes time. These pickups are handmade. These pickups are hand wound in Nebraska. So it's American. We're going American here, and the pickups. There's a 2 week, backlog because he builds to order. So the whole thing came together nicely around the same time. And what I really liked about the wiring harness was that, first of all, it had and I'll explain it in a minute, but it had a treble bleed, which is a very cool thing. if you don't know what the treble bleed is, it is a resistor or a pair of resistors that really kind of control the treble at different volumes on your volume knob. Now, you know from your years of playing that when you turn the volume down, sometimes the guitar gets bassier, or whatever. It loses its treble. And with this treble bleed, that doesn't happen, you see. I can start here, and I can back off the volume, and it's still bright, you see, the lower I go. Now, I know this is like really Guitar 101 for a lot of folks, but some folks may not even be aware of this concept. And that's what I want to try to do with this channel, is to try and, make the simple stuff simpler and explain what some of these options are that the veterans have been aware of for years, but newbies and newcomers may not understand. So anyway, it's a little tiny circuit. It gets soldered onto the volume knob pot on the back. Comes all done. I mean, when you order from this fellow here in Georgia, it comes all made. The other thing I wanted was a coil split. Now, these are humbuckers, as you can see. Zebra humbuckers, zebras. Very fancy. And but they have, they have two coils in a humbucker. And when you get the coil split, which is what this is, you can access just half of the pickup. So here's half of the neck pickup. Here's, you hear the difference? That's the whole pickup. That's the half. And then we go to the bridge. Here's the whole bridge. Here's half. So it just creates all these new options and tones, and comes in really handy when you're playing rhythm guitar to be able to split the coils and kind of thin it out a little bit so you're not overpowering the rest of the band. The reason I did it with these pickups is that I saw a YouTube review of the Bell Cow Blues humbuckers, and I believe that's where I saw that they were noted for sounding really good with the coil split. So you get a really nice tone with the coil split. Now, the other thing that comes with this wiring harness, this is the secret weapon of this, or the secret sauce, or however you want to call it, of this particular wiring harness, is that he adds a little resistor that makes sure that you don't lose any volume when you coil split. Okay? That's one of the drawbacks of coil splitting. You may have noticed, if you have a guitar with a coil split, you may notice that when you split it, it doesn't sound as loud when you go to the split. Well, what this does, what this Keller Sound fellow in Georgia has done, is he's added something to the pot that really kind of keeps the volume pretty close, pretty level. You can see it's a little hotter with the two, but it's not dramatic. It's not super dramatic. So anyway, that's what I did, and boy, I am I like to think that maybe, just maybe, the quest is over. And I have found the perfect pickup, hand wound in Nebraska at a very reasonable price, very well built. I sent an email to the fellow Adam last night and got an immediate response. I just had to tell him. I said, look, these pickups are great, man. And I have a set of the Strat pickups that he does, which are called the Rude Blues, and we've done those here. We've already, we've already reviewed those. So, I just want to say, hey, great job. And if you're looking to swap out your pickups, you got a great guitar like this one, which is I guess it's a copy of a Sir. Sir guitars sell for $5,000. This sells for, I don't know, $350. I got it for less, $300. I don't know. You take a look. They sell them on Amazon. It's a great guitar. It's a beautiful instrument. Got beautiful wood. So if you got one of these and you want to upgrade them, it's a very easy process, very simple. I will say that I had to route I have a reamer here, and I had to actually make the holes a little bigger in the pickguard to take the new pots. These are Born pots, and so the shafts are a little bit wider than what was on here. So rather than drill the holes, I used a reamer and just made the holes a little bit bigger. The other thing I had to do was I had to disconnect the wires from the input jack that he provides with the wiring harness, so that I could actually feed the wires through. They could give you a little tiny hole, and there wasn't a lot of wire there either, by the way. So I had to actually lengthen the hot and the ground that go to the jack. To get it to reach out here, get all the way down through, and then resolder it. So it wasn't a completely cut and dried sort of thing. It's not plug-in. You have to know how to solder, which is good. Good way to learn. And don't forget to solder your ground wire, which comes off your bridge here. And there's a little ground wire that comes out, and you definitely want to solder that to the volume pot. Get your grounds going. He gives you a nice little wiring diagram that comes with it here, hand drawn. I loved it. I love stuff like this. I mean, I really like hand drawn as opposed to printed. I mean, to me, when I saw this, I was instantly a fan of this guy. Beautiful, hand-drawn, wiring document. It might actually even be original and not a photocopy. He may have just done it on the spot with a pen, which I love stuff like this, And it's a basic Telecaster, only you've got to order. You got to make sure you order the humbuckers that come with the 4-wire and the braided ground. So it's actually a 5-wire coming out of the humbucker. And you've got a hot wire, you've got 2 grounds, and then you've got a red and a white, which go to your coil split here. See? And each side of the coil split is for a different pickup. And so, when you pull that coil split, you're basically shutting off one side of the pickup and just firing half of the pickup. And it's a great sound. I could play those riffs all day long. It's fun with guitars. Had a great time, and I want to do it again. I'm probably going to buy another set of his pickups next month or something like that. And I've got a couple of guitars here that could use, a little upgrading. We'll kind of bring them into the world of the bell cow blues. And what can I say? You just can't go wrong. I mean, so far, so good. Everything about it, I just think is fantastic. And Tone Hatch, my hat off to Tone Hatch, and my hat off to Kelling Sound in Georgia. Handmade wiring, handmade pickups. The guitar, not handmade, but we'll have one of those here pretty soon to talk about. With that, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We're going to go out with some overdrive, so you can hear what these babies sound like with a little bit of overdrive. They're great. If you like what you're seeing, hit like, hit join, hit subscribe. To all the folks who have been recently subscribing, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm not able to get yet. I haven't figured out yet how to get notices when I get comments. But if you've made a comment and you haven't heard from me yet, don't worry. I will get to you eventually. I used to get an email saying, "Oh, so and so commented," but those stopped for some reason, and I don't know why. I gotta look into that. But anyway, leave a comment if you like. Ask a question. I'll try to answer it within a reasonable amount of time. We do these. I do these once a week usually. Next week we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. It'll be a surprise. It'll surprise me. As you can see, I got a lot of. That's just some of them. I got a lot of very interesting projects, and these are not all super pricey, believe me. And what else? I think that's it. For now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Woodstock Guitar Guy, signing off.